please don't take my Dixafloppin. And if you are allergic to my Dixafloppin, side effects, eyes being poked out, a sudden throbbing sensation in your loins. If my Dixafloppin
for more than 4 hours
has created an issue for you for more than 4 hours, all the nurses want to find out what your phone number is. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this week's episode of the Riffs and
Rhythms Podcast. I'm Paul Robertson, and
I'm Kevin McLoughlin.
we're back again.
We are back. We are right here. We are back. We're actually in the room. We have returned to the same location that we have been doing. We're like at 97.
98.
This is 98. 98 episodes.
Well, it took a little time between the last episode we had with Sweet Release. We had to do a little bit of remodeling because they trashed the place. That was a crazy.
They did, actually.
There's
still holes in the wall from what they did.
That's right, yeah. So
someone left a squire over there.
And once we get to 99 episodes, we are going to start planning the gala of the 100 episode.
Here? Kind of a gala?
It is going to be a festival of procrastination.
Well, 30, 40, 50 people in here would be great.
Absolutely.
yeah, standing room
We're
only.
going to build some grandstands in here.
Everybody just lay down.
Get our own peanut gallery going.
A few clowns.
$2,000 to rent a table.
There you go.
Yeah,
That's
some,
it.
Some clowns. We're going to have some dancers.
Only 2 tables.
We're going to have go-go dancers on platforms in the corner behind a screen.
The platforms are also the tables.
Yep. See that? And we've got our resident ghost on the aux here.
Hi.
That's right.
So hello to the nice people, Devin.
Hello, nice people.
They went,
Hello to all you fucking freaks out there, too.
That's right.
Wow.
So if you're a fucking freak, put FF in the comments.
There you go.
And if you're a nice person, put FF in the comments.
Yeah.
And we move him up. We move up in the introduction video clip, and man, he's now all of a sudden running the show.
I know. Look at him. We only had to wait a half an hour until he got here, so
Yeah,
we
I
got
know.
plenty of time.
He thinks he's got a big head now. So, yeah.
His head is actually larger than average.
I don't think I have a large head. I just do.
It's physically
Factually.
large.
I get it from my grandpa.
There you go.
So, just a lot going on, right? So we've got to talk about a festival we've been installed.
There's too much going on to even begin to scratch the surface, but we're going to make an
But
attempt.
hold that thought, because I took a trip recently down to Key West, and I brought something back for you to
You
try.
don't have to think when you're in Key West. Why should I hold on to this?
So
He's got liquor.
Even though
Hi, Paul.
see,
How
look
you
now.
doing?
Oh, look.
I suddenly like this guy.
Yeah, lovely. So, at the rum company in Key West, Hemingway Rum Company,
Okay.
they make Papa Pilar.
Okay.
So we do have some of that as well.
Hemingway rye.
So they make rye also there too. So I've got some Distillers Reserve. So this is something that you can only get in the store. These are the only you can get actually in the Key West store. So I
You
figured
got to drive to Key West to get it. That's a genius marketing plan, by the way.
So
Everybody goes to Key West.
So I went down there to start and relaunch the Drums and Rums podcast. So I interviewed.
So it's been relaunched?
It's going to be relaunching in September.
Clearly you hooked up with some rum.
Yep.
Did you hook up with some drum?
Actually, I did.
No way.
I brought the cajon.
Oh, so you brought your own.
I brought my own box.
You played for your own. You like
I
smack
have
your
to
own
show you.
box
I have to show you the
get some
picture.
rum.
I have a
Just
picture.
like the girls on OnlyFans.
Would you What do you? I'll give you some.
It gets after Kevin says something a little too far, it suddenly gets quiet. I'm not sure why that goes on, but that's what happens. Yeah. All right. So before we do this,
Yeah, let's introduce our guests.
we actually have guests
Yes.
again, and
Surprisingly,
For some reason, people keep coming here.
I don't know why.
You know, I'm a little uncomfortable right now, actually. I feel that you got this rum and you have these guests, like me and Stevie here. You didn't even offer us a shot.
Well,
You
that's
get ready
why I
drink 'em
wanted to
yourself.
bring you guys
See
into the
what's
picture.
going on. That's all right if this is the way
We've got
This is part of the introduction.
Oh, I see. Oh, there we go. Now he's
ladies and
pouring.
gentlemen,
See?
we've got the rum drinking international polygamist himself. Mr. Hawk Levy.
I almost spit that up. That was good.
And everybody's favorite blues guitar player in Florida, Stevie B.
All the way from Jupiter.
All the way from
All
down
the way
street.
from 3/4 of a block away.
Yes, that's right. And so you are the mastermind behind George's music.
Not really, no. But I've
okay.
been there for
Well,
almost 23 years.
when I
so
call there, you answer the phone.
I do. That is true.
Okay, there you go.
Take it where you can get it.
No, I love it.
That's what
It's been
she
a
said.
great experience and love helping my fellow musicians.
All right, so
yeah.
I don't
pass
know. There's a lot of things that I don't know, but one of the things that I do know is that when you're drinking a shot, it tastes better out of a KMB shot glass.
Oh, are these branded?
Oh, they're
Branded Kevin McLoughlin band
Kevin
shot
McLoughlin
glasses
shot
make
glass.
everything taste better.
God,
10
how much-
10
How many times do we
102
toast to blues?
All right, don't shoot it because it's 102.
Oh. Okay. Well, maybe we. Okay. A little chaser with it.
Now, with a name like Kevin McLoughlin, how could you not have a branded shot glass? I mean, you've got to be responsible.
It's fruity. Smells
It's
good.
got to, as they say at the tasting contests, a fine bouquet.
This is very tasty.
They say that.
No, that's warm and nice.
Now, rye typically has a very empty flavor, and this is a very full-bodied rye.
I'm
No,
gonna
it's
get
very
drunk.
nice.
I'm getting drunk just smelling it.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit!
Tasty.
It's good for you.
Yeah, you can get that wood. Good wood.
Almond, we didn't have to buy gas. We could have just put this in your car.
Yeah, this would certainly burn better than gasoline. I can promise you that.
Sure it would. If you take a match to
And
it,
you-
I'm sure.
And your exhaust would smell like caramel. and
It's just
and
kinda
burnt
like
wood.
Rye. I mean,
It's an
like a
oaky,
stra- like a-
leathery
bread
finish.
for a
There you go.
pastrami
It's got
sandwich, I think.
oaky, leathery finish. Thank you, Stevie.
Actually,
Oh boy.
I agree with the leather.
Yeah, and
It does sort
It
of
do- yeah,
taste
no-
and smell leathery.
Wait,
Now that you say it.
Well, explain to me why you got leather in your mouth.
Because you just served it to me.
Well, I know, but how do you know what leather tastes like?
This is a young kid. He goes to the kind of parties that you get to taste leather at.
Oh, okay, yes. Yeah.
You don't get invited to those. I know.
Okay.
Yes,
So they
I'm sorry.
they put their cigarettes on you.
If you ask nicely.
Okay then.
Yeah. Get mask.
Pay extra.
You have leather in your mouth.
right. Do you have unzip? Never mind. Anyway, so yeah, so little.
There's no unzipping. There's just holes in the clothes.
There you go. All right, Paul's heard about
Anything I
these
got
things. He's never been to one. Yeah, look at that. He does have holes in his clothes. You know, that's what we need to do for Devin is we need to get him in a replacement purple tie-dye.
He's his own walking glory hole.
That's true. It's a poorly placed. It's a poorly placed glory hole, but nevertheless, it is there. Anyway,
That's like your opinion, man.
he's got a hole in his sweatshirt. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah. So we keep him off camera anyway. So,
So anyway, we got some of the most renowned blues players in Florida in our room right now, and we're just kind of ignoring them. So what I'd like to do is bring the virtual spotlight over to you guys. Hawk, tell us a little bit about what's going on with your musical thing.
My musical thing?
Your music, you have a musical thing.
Hurricane Hawk and the Invaders.
Right on.
Since 1997, actually. We've been around a long time, and I've had 6 or 8, well, more than that, actually 60 musicians come through the band.
Yeah, right.
I've had just about everybody come through the band.
And that's for good reason because you get to have like an all-star group around you.
Yeah. Yeah, we usually keep, I'm going to keep this guy as long as I can, but started way back when, actually with Jeff Powers was the first person that played with me
Jeff
for a little bit.
Powers. I haven't
And
heard
then,
that name in a little while.
That lasted, yeah, he's around. And then, of course, the inimitable Tommy DiStefano, Big Daddy. The early Invaders. Actually, it was probably a little bit earlier than that. It was probably 95. And then we recorded Emotional Invasion in 1997 at Ray's Downtown Blues. And Anybody remember that place?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
That was a long time ago. And I believe you at one time have come in more than one time and sat in with us. You were probably 18, 17?
I was 19, 20. It was probably more like 99.
So this was in 1920. You guys were
Yeah,
sitting,
wow.
you were sitting in with Hawk.
Yeah.
No, I was 19 or 20, but
okay.
I was gonna say it looks
this
pretty
was
good.
this was late 90s, and so I was working in a music store in Stewart. You might remember the old Beach Street music.
Oh, that was short-lived, but a good one.
It was short-lived. It was a couple of years, and so one day, and you remember Big Daddy, he comes in and we introduce ourselves and we're talking, and he goes, "What's your last name?" I told him my last name is Bolanda. And this is in Stewart, Florida. He goes, "Is your dad so-and-so and your mom so-and-so?" He grew up in the same neighborhood, on the same block as my mother in Brooklyn.
You're joking.
No,
Wow.
he knew my parents, him and my dad, because he grew up in the same block as my mom.
Now, where in Brooklyn?
It was East New York, like Jamaica Avenue,
Because my dad's from Brooklyn,
it's
but I didn't grow up in the Italian section. So go on.
yeah, no, but so my mom grew up on his block. My dad, so they were like in the similar neighborhoods, not too far, but they were always kind of like they were both like big guys, play guitar. So they, not that they were friends, but they were not they were enemies
They're
either.
anti-colleagues.
Yeah, no, but
Turf wars.
But he knew everybody, and
That is awesome. That's
It's
a
cool.
small.
Fellow musicians. See
Yeah.
how small the world
So
is.
from that, he invited me to play when our friend John had some issues. He couldn't play. So he brought me on. And then when John was able to come back, they kept me on, mostly because of John, which was great. But we did it for 4 years, and it was just amazing. All blues. This is when, remember the Clapton From the Cradle album? Mm-hmm. Did like that whole album. We did a whole bunch of old stuff. It was great. It was late 90s. It was a great time. And then it just morphed from that, And then playing with him, playing with Greg Jackson,
Yeah.
just Motown, going from blues to Motown.
Is Greg still around? Is he still playing?
Yeah.
He is. He's he's 30 years older than me, so he's going to be
So he's like 200.
almost. He's 78 this year.
Is he really? Yeah.
And we just went and saw him. He plays down, playing with tracks and doing his thing, and
He's a good
it's
entertainer.
so great.
Still Greg Jackson.
Still Greg
Yeah.
Jackson.
Greg Jackson.
So I get to see him from time to time, but all these these things it always leads back to the blues.
That's why we always do what we do. He plays in this band and plays in that band. When we come on stage and we play blues with the Invaders, it's always fun. We always have a great time. There's never a problem. There's never an issue. And boy, we improvise a lot. We have a lot of do a lot of different things.
What it is, it's all just having fun. Everybody playing off each other.
Yeah.
Original stuff. I didn't write down the lyrics, by the way, right after the last gig. That was a good song, the first song.
Oh, you don't say.
You ever do that? You ever make up lyrics, and you say, wow, that was really great. Two
Yeah.
songs later,
Well,
what
he
was
doesn't-
I
he's a
singing?
drunk.
What did I say? I have no idea.
I actually have done that, and I film everything that I do, and I still couldn't find it.
This look- but sometimes you come up with a jam, and it's like, whoa, that was great.
Right.
That was always we had a fun start. We had Joe Zepp playing with us last
he's a
week.
good drummer,
Yeah, it was
yeah.
great.
Yeah, it's
So the way we break them, usually first, second song, and you go, okay, play something different. Play something you like to play. And he goes, what do you mean? This is anything, right? So we let him throw something out. We jump into something. You've
The
been there when
drummer
we do
challenge.
that. The drummer challenge. So
Oh,
whatever
yeah.
they play, we build a song around it. And
Well, the cool thing about blues drummers, and this is a very specific, because sometimes I play with Dave Reeves, who was the drummer for Cookie and the Vagrants.
I remember Dave. Yeah.
And so he was going to do his first gig with me after, like, we hadn't even talked for, 100,000 years. So he calls me like a week before the gig, and he's like, "Dude, like, aren't you gonna tell me what songs we're playing?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "Why not?" I'm like, "Because then you're gonna try and play it like it's supposed to be. I don't want to hear. I want to hear what you're gonna do."
Yeah. And he always gets mad at me, but I love when drummers ask, like, what are we doing? It's swing, shuffle, rumba, repeat. And we just...
Okay.
And then we throw stuff in that's oddball. Right. We make them do some stuff.
For the majority, it's like...
Do a reggae, do a reggae beat, do something.
And but part of the fun of that is like when the chorus comes and the drummer realizes what song he's playing, they get so happy.
Yeah, but even though it's swing, shuffle, rumba, every one is different. There's not like a set one for any of those.
Right.
It's totally different, and that's the fun of it. It's just...
A good half, and a good half of our nights originals.
Well, so, here's my philosophy in this category is that if you rehearse yourself to death, the best you could possibly hope to achieve is proper execution as rehearsed.
What did you say? What's that word? What I didn't understand. What?
It's this thing
we've rehearsed. How long?
It's this thing that musicians who don't know how to play do. It's like they actually get together off stage and do stuff. It's weird.
Yeah, we've done it twice. We've tried that twice.
So you can either rehearse yourself to death and then the best you can achieve is proper execution as rehearsed, or you can just show up and nobody knows what's going on and you can truly create magic.
Yeah. You know, it's funny, my philosophy about musicians is a very simple philosophy, and you'll agree with this. There's only two types of musicians. There's emulators, and there's creators.
Yeah, that's well said.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that from you. Oh, good job.
But it's truth.
Profound.
I can hear the horn blowing through the...
Is that what that is? I thought you have gas.
It's like, is that me?
It's my stomach. But that's that's the truth of it. And you could do 2 songs, 3 songs, and you could do a walk and a shuffle, but they're always different. And because when one of the things I hear people say is, we were doing did the featured artist thing for like 10, 12 years now, 15 years. So people come in, it's always with the Invaders, and we've had, during COVID, we were the only band that had hiring people because nobody was working. We were outside, and we got away with it. Of course, Eric was like always a free-for-all over there. Yeah, do whatever you want. I don't care.
Even before that, would you double roads?
Yeah, double roads too. Yeah, right. So they come in, and they, when they're done, they go, so much fun. This is a great time, because there's no pressure. Most bands, I'll never forget. I'm not going to tell you who was preparing. We did the International Blues Challenge, and somebody that was playing with us. I go, oh man, last time I did this, we rehearsed twice a week for 8 months in a garage with no air.
If it was a blues musician complaining, it had to be Mike LaChava.
Exactly. You came in, and it came in here, like you freaking got up there with, boom, killed it. Totally killed it. Right. Better, because that's the blues. The blues is all, the essence of your emotions. It's whatever you feel like at that moment. And that's why, you listen to all these old blues guys, you listen to a recording, and they didn't do it like that every time. They did it like that, different every time, because they were in a different mood. They had different things going on in their lives. You'll hear the same guy, like I was listening to William Clark. There's some videos out there. Sometimes he does it this way, and sometimes he does it that way. But it's always basically the same song. And that's what blues is about. People think it's structured, but it's without rigidity. It's not rigid, but it's structured.
That's what she said.
Well, anyway, that's my,
when you're in your
that's
60s.
what we do. We love it.
But I do need to make a disclaimer. Okay, so I'm giving these guys a hard time, but I truly, completely respect them both as human beings and as musicians. But part of my role in this whole podcastery thing is to give everybody a hard time. And I wouldn't be able to do it if I didn't consider you both dear friends.
Okay, that's good.
Oh, I appreciate it.
But I sit here since it's your show, and
Love
you
you
are
too,
really
man.
an easy target. So I'm just trying to hold my mouth.
Well,
Every time I
no, don't
look
hold
at
that.
you, I feel like you're the guy that should be wearing a Halloween mask all year long.
How do you know I'm not?
No, but we support our fellow musicians. What about the gig in
Oh, I give it. I stepped it back. I hit the ball to you. Come on now.
what about
love
the gig
this.
in April where we played and you go, oh, my drummer and my bass player aren't here. Can you come and jam with me for a little bit?
I remember that.
And I was like, and I had already loaded my stuff into the car.
That's right there. The,
Yeah, like,
fly,
what do
the
you-
flyers
Is there a picture there?
The
I-
flyers
Yeah.
right there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'd already loaded my shit into the car, and I loaded it back out to come and play with you and just do and jam because you needed help, and I
Oh, my
love
God.
you, man.
Yeah, because
And-
you looked. He could see the pain in my eyes.
Yes.
I was terrified. Like my band didn't show up.
So why didn't your band show up? I'm
It was
just kind of
traffic.
curious.
It was a fucking
Because
traffic jam.
I don't know. You pay them to do stuff, and sometimes they just don't do
No,
it.
it was
Don't do
an
it.
accident on 95 or whatever.
Okay.
No, it was.
But-
well, we played in the afternoon, and the drummer I usually play with doesn't wake up until like 2:30 in the afternoon.
He used to be our drum.
Yeah, he used to be. He was out drumming about 5 times. 4, maybe
No,
5
but
times.
that's what we do. It's a community. We love each other. We help each other.
And just so that you know, whenever I get a comment about that event in its entirety, it always includes you and Stevie on the stage. That was my favorite part of the whole day.
It's great.
That's what they tell me.
I'll
I mean,
take
it may
it.
or may not be true, but I'm taking it as true.
So that was we've all bailed people out.
Oh yeah.
What's your best bailout story? Because I mean, you're going to bail. I'm
I
going to
get
tell you.
bailed out more than
I'm
I
it's
bail
loaded because I'm
people
going to tell you my best bailout story, and you're going to like it.
Oh, yeah,
And
go
since
for it.
it's live, he's not going to live it down, so it's going to be great.
Go for it.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
I get a call one day, and he goes, "Hawk, I need you for something." I says, "Well, what do you need?" He says, "Well, I drove all the way up here from Delray, and I forgot all my harps." "Well, you forgot all your harps, like all your harmonicas?" Like, he says, "I might have one in the car." He says, "Are you close?" I says, "Sure." So I ran over, and I'm not going to mention any names, but any names, but
Any
but
James.
any names, but
his name's not James.
but Rocket Jake, Rocket Jake, he was
We're
there.
certainly
And
not gonna mention Rocket Jake at all.
So he ends up. I brought up all my harps, and he pulled the gig off and finished. And I was there in time, and everything was right. I happened to be really, really close, and I had my shit in the car. It was like I was there in 20 minutes. And he started a whole 5 minutes late. He says, "Man," he says, "nobody would do this. I can't believe he did it." That's like my best bailout story. He did the whole gig, and he goes, "Wow, who made this? Now I see what you mean. This harp is really buttery." He says, "No wonder you like this guy's harps." He says, "This is really great. Holy crap."
You hooked me up with Mark from the Nighthawks. They had played in Lake Worth, which we all know is a vibrant community.
We were discussing its vibrancy
It is
earlier.
pretty vibrant music.
So
yeah.
their van got
If
broken
you're strapped.
into.
If you're strapped.
And they were only able to get into the front cabin, which was all the harps and the bass guitar. And they got stolen. So he sent them to my store, and I was able to help get Mark some harps and the bass player a new bass.
Eek.
But that's like, that's what we do. That's what we do.
what
So
we do.
here's a good bailout story. My most epic bailout story involves our mutual friend John. So
The inimitable fuck up. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
back in the day, I had a guitar and I put a new bridge on it. It was an all parts bridge, if you remember all parts.
Yeah, I still deal with them today.
I switched from 9s to 10s.
Oh, sure.
I put them on, tuned it up, put it in the case. Friday night comes up, I took it out of the case, and all of the bridge saddles broke in half. It was just like a lot of air bubbles in the metal, and the extra tension of the 10s just crushed the bridge. This was 1989, 8, 9.
Well,
So
I was 11.
I called a couple of people, and then I'm like, oh, let me call John. He lives near here. I was at the Golden Touch Lounge in Port St. Lucie. So
This
I'm
was a
like,
massage parlor?
yes, that was it. Yeah,
How'd you know?
He's talking about John.
no, now
Of course it was.
Actually,
I mean, that's a
now it's a
rhetorical question.
Tracy earmuffs,
It was
Tracy.
Earmuffs, kids.
It's been converted into a Norris's place for ribs, but it was a
But
nightclub.
the back was still a massage.
They kept the stripper pole.
It was back. It was a nightclub. Back
Massages
when
and
they had
ribs?
such a thing. It was a bar for. It was a music venue / nightclub. So I'm like, hey John, can I borrow your guitar? You know, like that new Telly you just got from. And he's like, yeah, sure. When do you need it? I'm like, well, I go on in 10 minutes, and I just took my guitar out of the case and it's broken, and I need your guitar like now. And he's like, what? My brand new guitar? It's the only one I got. I'm like, well, you don't have to do it, but like the band can't play if you don't help me out.
Oh, that's awesome.
So he showed up like 5 minutes later. He was
that
there.
close.
He gave
Wow.
me his brand new custom designed guitar for him that he had just pinstriped himself. It was a white metal flake with red pinstripes. He just let me play it all night.
That's
It
awesome.
was amazing.
So do you feel bad about breaking a guitar?
No.
So you can play that?
Well, I will relay that story because I'm sure I'll talk to
He
us.
will remember that and go like that. I can't believe that guy called me and made me do that.
There's more than one story out there about John.
Oh yeah, well he's great.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. No, I have the mother load, but not happening tonight.
yeah, I'm a kid.
That's what you told her.
Hey, you know what? Actually, I shook hands with him the first time. And how many years ago did Tommy die? 15?
13 years.
13 years. In 13 years, I shook hands with him this week.
Really?
Yeah. 13, what do you got there?
You need some ice?
No, I'm good.
Now you water it down. It's like adding food to his liquor. It'll ruin the high.
I know, that's one of my favorite things. You don't put ice in it, do you? It took them 12 years to get the water out.
But that's a good thing, you know, bailouts. It's true.
Bailouts
Well done
are
it.
like we all are in the same barrel, basically.
Right.
And if nobody's going to help us, besides, I mean, if we can't help each other, who will?
I
You know,
think.
you know what else? It's hard for us all to. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
It's also hard for musicians to stay mad at each other forever. You know, you think about people that you completely cut off your list, and 3 years later, you're playing with them. The set next to you
Yeah.
playing,
Yeah.
right? It's true.
Yeah.
Eventually, it comes around. Well, there's a couple that.
Hawk, you wouldn't believe this, but musicians are actually a kind of flighty group.
We're different.
Not quite sane, not measurable by the standards that society typically imposes on people.
I think, Kevin, I think they may have just created a new segment for the show.
What?
You know, we've got
Hookups?
our
Bailouts?
our bailout story.
Bailout
I like
story.
that.
That's a good. Yes, the St. Lucie jewelry bailout
I
story.
like that. We'll send you the.
I bailed plenty of people out.
This segment is sponsored by St. Lucie Jewelry.
Oh no! If we get a bill
Expect an
bondsman,
invoice. Quite.
we got to work on
quite
that.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was just thinking that'd be a good side gig, like musician bail bondsman.
sponsored
Like
by
bail
you don't
job.
have enough bailbondsman.com.
Yeah. Allman, work on that. Google some places we can call.
No, but you
We need
guys
some
are
sponsorship.
you guys are working musicians. I mean, how many times have you gotten a call? Hey, are you busy tonight?
Yeah, right, yeah.
All of us.
I need help
Yeah.
tonight.
What are you
Oh,
doing?
Yeah, let's go.
Now. Like, wait, now.
Yeah, I've gotten those calls.
We just do it.
You do it. You got to
You do it. You
You
do it.
Even if you
Speaking
don't
of-
like them.
Speaking of not being able to stay mad at fellow musicians, I want you guys' opinion on a situation. Actually, all four of you guys.
Are you trying to not stay mad at somebody?
No, so this is not really my story to tell, but I'm going to tell the story without naming names anyway.
Allman.
Like we always
guess?
do.
Allman knows the people too, but
Oh,
it's
oh.
not him.
That's what they all say.
So I'm going to condense the story to make it fast for the podcast. So, two friends.
That's a good segment too. Fast for the podcast.
There you go. Two musician friends worked on music together, and it didn't really go anywhere. They were just like demos, basically, that they had sitting on a hard drive for a long time. fast forward 5 years ish, 4 or 5 years, one of them puts out those demos without crediting the person they worked on it with and just claimed it as theirs only. And the other person was very pissed about it, not necessarily because, at least the way they explain it is, they're not really mad about not getting credit, but they're mad that this person would do that in the first place, like take somebody else's credit. So what would you guys do in that situation?
The only thing that matters in this category is what is on file at the Copyright Office in the United States government.
Yeah, but there's also being a gentleman or a lady. Wait a minute. Somebody records, and you wait a minute. You have to remember the person's name who did it with you first, because
that can be a challenge.
It could be a challenge, but you have to do it. You have to give credit. That's
You do have
terrible.
to give credit, and so you're right. That is
It's
an
respect. It's not
integrity thing.
money. It's not ASCAP. It's not BMI.
Musicianship.
It's integrity.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
I used to worry about this kind of thing a lot, but I've had the opportunity to have a number of conversations with Steve Morse, the guitar player, and he was like, how many lawsuits out of the quadzillions of songs that you've ever heard, how many lawsuits about ownership have you ever heard of? Like, can you count them on two hands? No. So what are the odds of there being some sort of problem with that? And they're like, it's like, there's a lot of zeros after the decimal point. So it's really not that big of a deal. It's more of a personal pride thing. But if that guy's worried about it, all he's got to do is go to copyright.gov or whatever and just copyright it himself and then sit back and take all the money.
It didn't get like 30 million plays, did it? Oh, okay.
So it wasn't posted on like a streaming service or anything. It was posted on social media, just as a, hey, look at this thing I did, basically.
Well, my advice would be get over yourself and go to copyright.org or gov or whatever it is and just claim ownership of it.
Yeah, you're not making any
And
money.
support the
putting it on Facebook.
success of that. That's what I would do.
Are you saying the person that feels
only
wronged
L-
or the person
The person that feels wronged needs to first off get over themselves and get over the importance of the other person and realize that they're not, neither one of them are, and register copyright ownership of that stuff and then support its success so that they can make money.
I like that. I like that resolution, but I think the only thing that's stopping him from doing that is that he does not have the actual original projects or anything. It's on the other person's possession. All the work.
I just recently watched an attorney do a thing about this, and the thing is that intellectual property, like your ideas are not copyrighted. Your ideas are not your own. Just what you register with the Copyright Office is your own. So, chances are whoever that is going to make maybe like negative 0.025 cents on that. And so chalk it up to...
Think about the Instagram likes.
Yeah, I can tell you from personal experience, it's a negative 0.025 cents.
Only if you get Sirius XM play on Bluesville. That's money.
So chalk it up to get over yourself, learn how to do the business right, and then move forward correctly.
Yeah. Makes sense. It's like a business learning lesson.
I mean, it is honestly being artistically violated. It is. But in such a small scale, it's like someone violated you by like touching your arm.
Still disrespectful.
I mean, if it was on the top 40 and Sabrina Carpenter was singing it and it was making zillions of dollars, yeah, that's a huge issue.
It wouldn't be your arm then.
But if he made a post about it, nobody's going to make any money on that.
So make sure it blows up and then he can bitch about it.
Well, claim ownership of it and,
We'll go and
help
share
it blow
to
up.
everybody.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying.
Steal it back. That's just it, right?
No, I mean, here we live in the future where theft of intellectual property is commonplace. How many times have you taken a screenshot of a picture off of social media and then put it on your own post as if it was yours?
Something like that just happened to us.
Right?
Sure.
And now we're to the point where you can just put a few sentences into an AI music program and you're a rock star.
Yep.
Like ownership of creativity is something that is so in gray area right
So
now.
I know we
You
have.
know, that's actually been tested.
You get blocked from Facebook for posting a picture that you found on Facebook.
Yeah. But yet you can steal thousands of artists' expertise with an AI song project. And make money on the internet with it. Like
The truth is actually now it was just a test that even in writing, if you go into Grok or AI and you say, what is this, and this, or write a song, it's copyrightable. And you could look it up. It is 100% copyrightable.
It is not. It is not. And again, I've consulted attorneys on this. And in order to have ownership of intellectual material via copyright, has to be something that was produced by a human being, and you have to be the human being that produced it. When you create an AI song, it's not produced by a human being, and therefore not copyrightable.
Might be an attorney's view. I just took an AI class, and they claim that if you give it the information and give it the thing,
of course, because they want people to use their.
Yeah.
It is.
I'm sure it's still a gray area. It's still got to be. I mean, I don't know if it's been really contested
from a copyright
Supreme Court
law point of view to the Supreme Court. It has been in place for years.
Well, if you give it the information,
there's no need for reinterpretation of the law because the law specifies that it is the direct hand, on's creation of a human being. And prompting an AI doesn't count as that.
I guess that's still up in the air for.
Well, there are people that are acquiring copyright on AI stuff, but it's because they haven't disclosed the fact that they didn't even make it. They just asked a program to make it for them.
I mean, it's so new. It's going to be contestable, and eventually it's going to get to that.
It's going to shake out.
It's crazy. I mean, it's gotten AI as we're just talking about one little small. Minute segment of writing music.
I've got to tell you, I'm taking this personally because I'm not a carpenter. I haven't been replaced by IKEA. I'm not an auto worker. I haven't been replaced by a robot. I'm a guitar player, and I just this month got replaced by AI, and it's hurting me. Mm-hmm. And I know what everybody feels like. It sucks.
Yeah. But the AI is pretty good, though.
No, it's awful. So it does a great job, and that's why it's awful.
So that's I got a great segue from that. Okay.
Oh, finally.
And it's we'll just kind of get off of it, but music is different. Music is you're creating, but there's one thing about music that's different than any kind of creative energy, not painting or anything. It's what we exude vibrational energy. When you're playing music, that vibrational energy is something that's in motion. And you could take AI, you could do anything you want, but nothing gives you the same vibrational energy.
Only in the live.
Yes, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about live,
Well,
even recorded
live,
stuff.
We interact with the people that we're playing with. They're dancing. They're doing this and that. On a recording, it's different.
Right. That's the point I'm trying to make.
I completely agree with both of you, but that's the same thing that carpenters said when you could buy crappy furniture.
Yeah.
That's the same thing that painters said when we could start doing graphic arts with a computer. Yeah. It's the same thing that every trade has said, and I completely agree with you. There is no way to reproduce the vibrational interchange that happens between a band making music and an artist making music. But then I look at festivals, and a DJ is making 100 times the money that I'm making, and he's got 1,000 times the people watching, and he had no idea how to make music.
And he's calling himself a musician.
Exactly. So how do we sort all that out?
So we talked about this last week with Sweet Release. Yeah. And we went down the path of talking about AI because it's a hot topic now. And what I was challenging them with is separating making the music and performing. They're two, like Kevin just said, right? There's there's pieces of it. If you don't perform like that AI band Velvet Sun, right? There, who's performing that music?
Velvet Butt Wipe.
Yeah. So there's that aspect. Yeah, you have there's a performance feeling connection with people listening to play it out versus just making music.
Sure.
Right. So what I asked Evan to do is queue up. So to I wanted to throw this out there, and now again, I've probably done something sacrilegious here because I'm listening to you guys go back and forth.
He is
on
a
this.
drummer.
So
Do you play any
Sorry
instruments?
to hear that.
badly.
He hits things.
So we
He's
did.
got them piled up in the corners. there.
That's the part
Wait,
of the.
that's mine.
It's the name of the show, right?
No, hitting things is not the name of the show.
So I went to ChatGPT again to kind of see what was going to. We're going to listen. I'm going to have you guys listen to the song. Okay.
Oh, this is the one?
Yeah.
Oh.
And I just
He
said.
wrote a song with ChatGPT.
So I said, I guess let's see what goes. What am I going to do with it? Nothing. Create me a blues song about being on the road. Spits out.
I think I have it ready.
Okay. Then it said, would
Put
you
the headphones on so you can hear.
Yeah. Would you like chords for this? Sure. Spits it out.
Spits out a chord chart for you.
Right. So I gave it to
Drummers need chord charts. They're very important.
what do we got going on?
Where is the...
A little squelching.
It's not the harmonica.
Turn the
player.
volume down. Yeah, that's what it sounds like when you pick up your harp every time. Just so you know.
So we
Different octave, but same thing.
So Kevin and I was on the Jams and Cocktail show, our good buddy Brad, and we talked about a lot about AI and what AI now is doing, especially in the music space. And I said, I gave it to him, and there's another app called Sunu that you just basically chat prompt type what you want. And we did this
Yeah,
real
make
live.
me a song that sounds really cool, and it does.
Right. So we were doing this live one night on his show, and he's just changing the prompts. Hey, what about this? What about this? So I gave him the chat GPT, said, here, plug it into the system. And this
So
is
what were you typed in a few sentences. What were those sentences?
create me a blues song about being on the road. That was it.
So that was one sentence. He
One
typed
sentence,
In,
that's
one
it.
sentence he typed
One
into the computer,
sentence.
and this is what the computer made.
But you guys already know how it was made. So
Turn it up, Dad.
Who's the guitar player?
A computer.
the guy from the Terminator.
Woke up this morning, rain beating on the roof. Yeah, I woke up this morning, cold wind telling me the truth. Said, son, the road don't love you. It just takes what it can use. Yeah, the road just takes what it can use. I packed up my suitcase, my old 6-string tools. Yeah, I packed up that suitcase, paid them.
So this voice sounds like a combination of Selwyn Birchwood and Kev Mo.
My soul in Baton Rouge.
So what software did you use to do this with? Seriously,
Suno.
SUNO.
SUNO. That's amazing. That's scary.
The crowds chill out, but the motel.
That's enough of this promoting crap. Just to let you know,
No,
we
we're
can
not-
mone on right
We're not
now.
promoting this. I mean,
Go to my
No guitar
website
in
and
there, thank you.
stream on all
It's great.
platforms.
No, it's great. It's crazy.
I mean,
The
it's-
scary part is I bet you that only took like a minute to
Oh,
yeah,
generate it.
60
Yeah.
seconds to
Yeah.
generate that.
wow.
So that's the state of music right now.
So I guess and again, we talked with the guys last week about this. Is where do you go from here? Okay, so-
I need to say this.
Yeah.
In the Jetsons, they had robots that went to the grocery store, they cleaned the house, they did all the work. In the real world, we've got robots that do all the cool stuff so that we have to go to the store, clean the house, and do all the work. It's backwards.
Then you see how the Matrix was, right? We were the batteries for the computers.
Yeah.
Possibly.
We need to wait for those advancements.
You know, we're just scratching the surface.
It's because everybody wants their 15 minutes of fame. Karaoke wasn't enough for you people.
Yeah.
Now you have to freaking press a button and be a musician. Stop.
No, the Jetsons, they had the pair of medics. It was two guys who would come and help you if you were sick. The pair of medics.
I missed that part. I was a big Jetsons fan, but I never got the.
You're older than me. You're not a big Jetsons
I'm not older than anyone. Stop it. My favorite character on the Jetsons was Uniblab.
I love Rosie. She was my favorite.
Rosie was great, but Uniblab was fun because they put the wrong oil in him and he got hammered.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
That sounds like you.
that's why I can identify.
Uniblab.
The dogs sound exactly the same as Scooby, which is my favorite.
It's the same.
Same voice, probably the same voice.
Same voice.
There you go.
Yeah.
Going to
Hanna-Barbera.
voiceovers. There you go.
Hanna-Barbera Productions, yeah.
Yeah.
Ruh-roh, Astro.
Ruh-roh.
So,
Sorry, there's too much echo on there. I can't.
That's fine. Yeah. So
That's all right. You don't have to wear them. We just wanted you to hear the song.
Anyway, so I think
good.
that, again, I just want to kind of just, it's there. You know, what do you do with it? And it's not going away. And we can scream and fight and shout about it. But does it help maybe?
As long as they have something where they're not, copywriting these things that are. How do you know?
Well, that's the thing. So in my opinion, there's two ways to go. Like kids can tell. Like kids, just like they can work a computer and do a game, they can listen to that and go, "Oh, that sounds terrible. It's just fake. That was computer generated. Why are you listening to that crap?" Yeah. But the dystopian view is like now we got holographic 3D generation, and we got just press a button and you get whatever song you want. Like, why would we need musicians? And so that's freaking me out. But now and then I go back to, centering myself, and I think about when the phonograph was invented. The Musicians Union violently opposed the phonograph because why would anyone go to a concert ever again when you can just have that same band in your own living room?
You want to know how I can tell that was AI? Because that shit wasn't mastered at negative 0.5 dB because it was so quiet.
It was pretty quiet.
But you got to realize you're talking about today. It's exponentially tomorrow.
Every
or
5
next
minutes.
week,
Yeah, exactly.
It'll be something completely different, and you won't be able to tell.
According to
Not really, because even back then, it's not the music, it's what the music makes you feel
Right.
at that time. And you only feel those different feelings when you're seeing it live. And if you're not seeing it live, it doesn't.
And that's why we're all here.
Yeah, in person. This ain't over Zoom.
That's why this is not an audio recording.
It's not?
It's got
it's
video
Memorex.
along with it.
Oh, is there video?
Yes, yeah, there's.
So it's real. But
Yeah, those things, they can see you.
It's live. It's not Memorex.
if it was, I'll tell you an interesting. This is an interesting historical fact. Composers in the 17th, in the earlier centuries, like Mozart. All right, let's use Mozart as an example. They were actually shared between different royalty courts. So, like,
That sounds like a musician's
Beethoven
dream.
would play in Italy. Yeah, they would play in different courts. Mozart actually was banned from certain courts because he evoked too much emotion.
Too much
Can look that
sexual
up.
energy with Mozart.
He actually evoked too
I've
much
heard his
emotion.
music. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, Mozart's great.
He's okay.
But I mean, it's that's how powerful. Remember, that's all they had.
But I thought
back then
now
was music is music.
that blows my concept because I thought that like those classical composers, they made their living because they were like the house band for the castle.
Yes, but they were also traded.
But
and
they
loaned.
had to like compose music for every party. And that was why they were so prolific.
Right.
Because that was so last week while you playing, Handel, the Messiah was for Easter. Fuck you. We need new music. I mean, that's kind of how it went as far as I understand.
But
Wow,
that's how.
so
the
wrong.
point was is that's how powerful live music was, and live music is.
Buckle, Christ is risen.
And if you want to hear, I'll bring it to
No,
another.
I'm serious. I mean, these.
So you bring it serious. I'll
but
bring it to another. Well,
Here's what I'm saying. I mean,
Okay.
like we talked about this earlier. Like you only do as much as you have to. You only learn as quick as you have to. You only know as much as you need to. And these composers, before the newest technology was like a tightened string. So these composers were forced to create new music for every party, because I've been to royalty parties in Palm Beach, and there better be new music. And these people were being housed and fed by the royalty.
Yep.
They were at the whim of the royalty. They had to, on cue, create awesomeness. And that's why they are the great timeless composers that they are, is because they had to be, or else they were going to get kicked out and they were going to be living with the pigs outside the castle.
That's motivation.
That's the way I understood it. But I didn't know they got passed around to the different castles.
Yeah. Well, not, they were like trade loan. They were loaned out. So Mozart was actually, though, was at one point banned from certain courts because he evoked too much emotion.
Interesting. Oh,
Well, no doubt he was pulling the chicks away from
Well,
the
probably
king.
he was the only guy getting laid in the place. So.
Right, because
with a name like that.
Yeah.
now
Mozart.
one of my favorite quotes of all time.
It wasn't the last name. It was the first name was Amadeus. That's why he got.
Yeah.
And he was, the reason he really got laid so much is because he was also a drummer.
Well,
that can't be true.
that's right. Yeah, I
That's
believe that. I believe that.
counterintuitive to
I
the
think-
way we live in the
Hold
future.
on. AI just confirmed that. So, but I thought it was because all the chicks said "Rock Me Amadeus," right?
Yeah, rock. Yeah.
No, that was a song from Europe in the in the 80s.
Oh, that's two different things.
No,
Okay.
they didn't say that. They didn't
So-
have the term rock. Rock me meant that you're getting stoned because you're a whore.
Really?
Oh, jeez.
I
didn't know that. That's
I
something
see the
interesting.
bruises all over you, you sexy bitch.
Rock me, Kevin. Anyway, guys, do you have that sound effect again?
No, but one of my all-time favorite quotes, and my dear friend Frank Winchester gave me this quote, and I can't remember what king it was and what composer it was, but it was Bach or Beethoven or Mendelssohn or one of these people, and they were being like the typical rich person, like going, "You have to do this, you have to do that," and he's like, "These things take time. Like I've got, I got to sit down and write this song. You like, I can't just." And he's like. And the king was whining about it, and he's like, "Listen to me, and listen to me closely. Like you are who you are by accident of birth. I am who I am by divination of our God. So, like, sit down." That's a great quote.
That is a great quote.
Anyway,
So, do we want to hit them up with some tales from
a
the
tale
road?
from the road,
Yeah,
possibly.
Yeah. Do you guys? Who wants to take a
Who's
shot?
got something memorable
Yeah.
from a traveling gig?
Yeah.
You go first.
I'll let you go. No,
You go first. Well, I don't know. If
It could be memorable for any reason.
boy.
What comes to mind when you think of all that?
I don't have a lot of road gigs. Like a lot of times, it's
Well,
you're
it
playing
doesn't-
an hour from here, an hour from there.
It just has to be a gig. It doesn't have to be far away. Like, what's the craziest
Did you
mix-up that's happened on a show you've done?
Did you ever play at Zappy's? Who played at Zappy's? You ever been to
Zappy's? That doesn't sound like a desirable place to be.
Zappy's was a bar
Was there a lot of
in the back
static
of a
electricity
bait,
issues
in
there?
the back of a bait shop in Key Largo.
Oh, the bait shop tour is something that...
Okay, it was in the back of a bait shop.
Okay.
You didn't start playing till 11. And did you ever hear about Zappy's?
Yeah.
And Tommy never told you the story about Zappy's? Oh, God. So, it was one of these places where, like, the ceiling, Tommy would be almost hitting his head on the ceiling. He'd be like, you know how he'd cackle.
6 foot
He
ceiling.
got
it
up
was a
on the
big guy.
stage and he's cackling. Tommy, Big Daddy's cackle was definitive. He had a cackle. So we're playing. We get this gig. We're playing, and we start at 11 o'clock, and there's nobody in there. But by the time 11:15, it was small. It was maybe 3 or 4 times the size of this room, and there was all of a sudden, it was 60 people in there, 70 people in there at 11 o'clock at night.
So it was the after hours bar.
It was the after hours bar, and so we're in there. We're done with it was like 2:30 in the morning. It was weird. It was back then it was 4-hour gigs, and rarely a 3-hour gig. That's something good that came from COVID, by the way. 3-hour
3
gigs.
hours is better.
Gotta say, gotta
And
praise
we're all
that.
leaving to go home at 9 o'clock instead of 2 or 3
So
or
it's
5.
2:30. We're done, and in comes we're sitting at the bar, we're all sweaty and stuff. It was hot in there and shit. It was, and this is about women on the road, so I'm not afraid. I've been with a few in my time, and I've had a few wives.
Been with women?
Oh yes, many. So I'm at the bar. Girl comes in, and remember Sun Cruise casinos? They used to go out 3 miles and cruise around and gamble. She comes in, sits down at the bar next to me, and I'm like, we're all done. Guys are all upstairs, and I'm sitting having a drink at the bar and having 2 drinks at the bar. The girl sits down next to me, and she's chatting me up, and I'm like, I'm tired. I just got done. And she goes, okay, what's there to do around here? I looked at my thing, it's 2:45. I says, well, it's 2:45. You're in Key Largo. It's done.
Yeah.
Is this where you took the chick to Key West or whatever?
Yes. This is the story. It's true story.
I don't think this
She
really
looks
counts.
over at me. We're talking a few more minutes. Then she goes to the bartender. I go to the bartender. Anything to do here? 3 o'clock in the morning. He goes, Key West, and we're in Largo.
Oh, that's like a good
So I
hour
look over-
away, at least.
3.
How about 3 hours away?
3 hours.
2
Oh.
3 hours. So I look over at her. She's cute. She was.
So you
So I
drove.
looked over and I go. I woke up. I look Key West. She goes, sure. Next thing we know, we're in the car going, heading to
Your
Key,
car?
my car, heading to Key West. Yeah, literally heading to Key West, laughing, talking, whatever, stopping every once in a while, and getting. I'm going to leave out
I'm not
some
sure
of,
what that
some
means.
of the important
Can
points.
you explain that,
No,
please?
we're not going to explain the whole details. I'm sure you can get a pretty good
Got a
idea.
You have to stop for that?
So
you
we
can't
get down
keep
to Key
driving
West
when they do that to
Yeah,
you?
we
Bath-
get
bathroom
down.
break.
Yeah, we get down to Key West, and I kid you not, sun's coming up. Okay, so it's a 2-night gig. Sun's coming up, and we're like, so we got to crash somewhere. We walk into this little motel, and they look at us like it's like dawn. Can we crash? Can we get a room? You got a discount coming?
do you charge by the hour?
At 6 in the morning. It was 6:30 in the morning. Anyway, we get the room, get up, and then we got up at I'm leaving out the good parts. We get up at
That's what they all
noon,
say.
1 o'clock, and
You did
we
a gig.
decide
You
we
just
decide
sleep
that
in-
we're going to drive around Key West and bar hop doing rum runners on a Saturday, and that's what we're doing.
I mean, what else would you do?
Exactly.
the
What
only
else would you
sensible
do?
thing.
Everything's open,
Exactly.
Why be
I mean, the
irresponsible,
bar's
though?
open at 7 a.m. in Key
Exactly.
West, don't they?
I would normally think I'd see Hawk on a wave runner.
No way for
No.
So here we are.
Scooter.
Here we are. It's like,
Yeah, one of those
and we
kinetic
look and we
bicycles.
realize. I look at my watch, and it's like 7:30.
I got to be on stage in an hour.
I had to be on stage in 3.5 hours. So
okay.
I figured I got plenty of time. No problem. 3.5 hours, no problem. I'll make it. Get in the car, start driving back. Halfway back, it starts pouring, like no visibility. You can't see 20 feet
Did you
in front
bring
of you.
her back with you?
I brought her back with me, of course.
Well, that's an
Whatever.
option. I just
So
wanted
I
to
brought her
check.
back. We finally get there. This is exactly how it went. He's heard the story. Exactly. I come in. It's still pouring outside, and there's people in the place. I mean, it was pouring rain. I come out. She's in right behind me. I literally there with like a minute and a half, like no time at all. And they had no idea what happened to me. The band, they were all like, "Where the fuck is Hawk? Where the fuck is he?"
They're all set up, waiting for it to show up.
So I had like a towel on my harps. You know, I get up there and I look over at them. I go, "Shuffling, D1." and we go into it. They're like dumbfounded. You know, they were on stage. We were getting ready to play. And that's
awesome.
then the girl, like, you know, she's typical. So we're in the middle of the song. She's sitting at the bar. She's smiling. She's happy. She's kind of nodding. Next thing I know, she's like by the door going. And that was it.
You never saw her again.
That never saw her
must have
again.
been some other harp player.
Didn't exchange numbers or nothing. But it was like, that's you asked for a good road story.
That's a good one.
Jeez.
True road
That's
story.
a good one.
True road story. And I just barely made it. And I was wet, like sopping wet. I
That's
didn't
what she
change or
said.
nothing. Yeah.
Yeah. How many times?
Anyway, fun time. Anyway, so that's my road story.
All right.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Very good. So
Now your turn.
So you let some chick swindle you into buying her a hotel room in Key West,
Yeah, she did. She
and you
took me
fell
for a
asleep
room.
immediately because you're old.
And you know what? I bought her a lot of drinks. I spent a lot of money on
I
drinks
know.
too.
I think this is
But
a
it was a reasonable exchange of
services.
bodily
service.
fluids.
It was fine. Yeah, we had a great time.
Yeah, good job.
Exchange
didn't
of
do any
ideas.
that.
Of course not.
Exchange of ideas. Is that what the kids call it?
It was a stimulating intellectual conversation you had in that hotel room.
Oh, too funny.
That's an awesome road story. That is very good.
So, Stevie, hold your story. Can you guys come back next week? Tell you got a story for next week. How about you share your story?
Yeah,
next
I'll
week?
have to make one up. But yeah.
Okay, sure. Yeah, you got a whole week. You got
It
a
was
whole
that
week.
one time you didn't wear a black shirt.
Yeah.
The exact same black
Yeah.
shirt.
If you
It's like
could,
my kids, they look at my closet.
If you
He says, Jonah, you want a shirt? Go wear it. He goes, Dad. He says, I don't like black. And he says, it's the only thing in your closet.
You got 1,500 shirts that are exactly the same.
oh, yeah, we're all over wearing black.
It's a
No, but
musician's
you know what?
uniform.
It's really a pleasure to have you guys on because like I can relate to you guys. Like we've been in the trenches, and sometimes in the same trench, sometimes in separate trenches, sometimes sharing trench stories. So like
So many trenches.
Trench stories.
trench stories.
There's so many trenches.
That sounds like some sort of like a disease thing, but
Sounds like a porn blog.
yeah, trench
Trench
stories.
stories.
Says the guy with the pink hoodie on.
There you go.
Wow.
Fuchsia. I don't know.
Listen,
Is
I
it
already told
fuchsia?
you about the leather club.
Is it fuchsia or is it pink? I don't know.
It's
Excuse me. I don't know if you're allowed to go
I mean,
there.
it's only 78 degrees in here. Should he really be wearing a pink hoodie?
Is there a color called future fuchsia?
Millennials, right?
Millennials, I guess that's what it is.
Yeah.
Is he a millennial? How old are you?
25.
25.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear
The
that.
shoes you're wearing are older than 25. Probably.
He's got his
I know that
he's got his-
necklace you got on is older than 25.
He's got his orthotics in there. He doesn't want to take them off.
1710.
Yeah, exactly. So, honestly, I am excited to have you guys on because you like I get touted as a blues rock player, but I'm
do?
more of a
Sorry, that was mean. I apologize.
Steve's good at that. He's gentle on you.
in my own marketing. I
okay.
certainly do.
Of course.
Blah, blah, blah. So, but but I'm pretty much a rock guitarist.
Yes.
You guys are truly blues players, and I'm excited to be around you. I like to perform with you. I like you guys totally rock. I have full respect, and I can't wait until next week when you guys come back.
Yeah. So real quick, you guys.
I can't wait till next week.
Right on.
So what do you guys got coming up here in September, gig wise, places?
End of August, beginning of September. What are you guys doing?
I don't have my calendar, actually.
I think our next gig is after this airs, apparently, which is on the 23rd. But
So this is the 26th.
yeah, we're playing on the 23rd, and anything in September.
I don't even know.
Okay, so
we're,
where to go check you out your stuff then? How about that?
Yeah, we're doing
Facebook
a
page
bunch
is
of
the
different
best.
things. Check out Stevie B. Check out
Hurricane Hawk.
So, is there a
Watch this. I'm
website
gonna
or a
give-
Facebook
yeah.
page that someone could
Facebook
look
is
you
Hurricane
up
Hawk
on?
and the Invaders, or Hawk Levy. You can go in there
Watch
that way.
Watch this. I'm going to give Paul editing work. The dates will be on screen now.
Hey now.
There you go. And besides performing music, Hawk, what do you do for a living?
I buy and sell rocks and metal.
You have a jewelry store.
I have two.
So let's
jewelry
get to that
stores.
next week. Let's
We'll
leave
talk
them
about
on-
it next week.
Yeah.
And then Stevie's got some
cliffhanger.
stuff. He's got all
yeah.
kinds
Tease
of...
him, baby.
He's down the street with all kind of
I
cool
know.
shit in
We
the
gotta-
building.
we gotta
like
get
Get started
stuff.
next week.
Oh, I got a
Start next
musical
I had a
instrument
truck-
retail website, baby.
If I had a truck, I would take
24/7.
everything in your building home to my house right now.
Hey Hawk, when we start
That's
next
not
week's
much,
episode, can we start with a like a
An advertorial.
what?
An advertorial.
yeah, they,
An advertorial?
Is it an effatorial?
Isn't that when they
Yeah.
talk about you when you're dead?
FSG.
Advertorial.
Yeah.
It's an
Advertorial.
advertorial advertisement. It's called an advertorial. Hey, learn the words
Eulogy,
right.
urology.
It's a urology thing?
Sure.
Is that when
No,
your
that's about your pee.
when you have an advertorial, it's because you can't pee well enough? Is that what everybody's saying?
He doesn't have a strong stream, is what they're saying.
Oh,
Yeah, I think that's what
Yeah.
it is. We can help you with that.
That's a
The guy that went
Spotify.
into
That's a
the men-
Spotify
it's like
problem.
the guy that went into the men's room took him 20 minutes to take a leak. You know, what are you gonna do?
He's a plumber.
Hey,
I know a guy. Anyway, all right.
love you guys.
Yes.
Thanks for having
Yeah.
us. Good guys. I'm glad you're doing the
I
show.
have none of these problems, by the way.
Yeah, not till after the rum kicks in.
No, when the rum kicks in, the pee flows freely.
Yeah.
All right.
What
So
was that? What was that thing you saw? What was the other kind of a Viagra? What's it called?
Oh, the generic
The generic stuff. Yeah.
generic Viagra.
He takes that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's called my Dixafloppin.
Yeah.
Please don't take my Dixafloppin. And if you are allergic to my Dixafloppin, side effects resulting from my Dixafloppin are eyes being poked out and a sudden throbbing sensation in your loins. If my Dixafloppin
For more than 4 hours.
has
so.
created an issue for you for more than 4 hours, all the nurses want to find out what your phone number is.
It causes choking on your own spit too.
No, I don't.
oh boy,
Oh, that's it.
That's only
There you
that's
go.
a harp player
Uh-oh.
thing. Guitar players don't do that.
the phones are ringing.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to close this not quite epic episode, but I am so excited to be here. We have Mr.
Paul Robertson,
and Mr. Kevin McLoughlin right here. This is the Riffs and
Rhythms Podcast.
get the fuck out of here, but listen to next week.
Thanks for tuning in. Check us out. YouTube. Cheers.